Hi, Jordan.
Hi.
Hi, Mia.
Hi.
The quarantine club gets to eat. The quaranteam gets to eat in here in the playroom at our nifty little train table that we get to sit at. Dad made us an amazing dinner of Alfredo chicken with toast. So we've decided Jordan needs a gambling addiction, so we're gonna play Monopoly. Yay! And since there's only 3 of us, and this game is for 2 to 4 players, it seems perfect to play while we're cooped up in here with just the 3 of us. So, Monopoly, anyone?
Yes.
Somehow, Jordan pulled out a win. I managed to only own 1 property on the entire board again. Malia owned about 10/5 of it. I only owned 1, and it was literally the cheapest one on the board.
I owned, what was it, like 4?
And somehow, even though I landed on jackpot twice and Malia landed on jackpot once, Jordan managed to win the game because he out-cheated us somehow, and we have not figured out how he managed to out-cheat us.
I literally don't understand. Literally, like, we were playing it, and during this thing, you have to, like, bet money and spin the thing to see how it goes. And I had $2, like, 200 left, and I was like, oh, I'll pay all my money. And then I got 10, but, like, I had 2 at one point. I was gonna lose.
And then you didn't.
And then I won. I was gonna go bankrupt, and then
somehow he managed to out-cheat us.
I must have just,
but we're not sure how, so I guess congratulations. Hey, Jordan.
Hi.
Speaking of things I don't understand, first of all, how you won at Monopoly, because that's not possible.
No clue how I won, honestly.
Second thing that I don't understand is how we didn't have a video uploaded on Wednesday when I made a video on Wednesday and uploaded it to YouTube.
I forgot about that.
There has been some sort of glitch in the Matrix, Jordan, because
What did you
the
do?
video that I uploaded on Wednesday did not upload to YouTube, and I do not understand why. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to add that video that explains how and why we ended up in quarantine to begin with, and when we ended up in quarantine. It explains it in more detail. So I'm going to add that video now and apologize for not having a video on Wednesday and worrying our friends who watch our videos, because I did make a video on Wednesday and I did upload it to YouTube, and I do not know why it does not exist. I think perhaps in the process of uploading that video there was some sort of glitch and it did not tell me that there was an error, and then it didn't upload it, and I didn't notice because here I am sitting in quarantine and did not have my computer with me, so I didn't even know that it didn't upload. So I was just uploading the videos as usual and moving on, and there was a problem. And it's so strange that it happened on a day where I didn't know about it. There was nothing I could do about it because I didn't have my computer.
Maybe it was a happy accident.
No.
Quaranteam origin story.
Doubt it. So this is that video now. Ready?
Yep.
Clap your hands. Ready? Here's that video. It's dinner time. Malia and I have been quarantining since last night when we went to bed. We have not left this room except to go potty. Dad and the boys have been leaving everything that we need at the door. So are you going crazy yet? We only have 4 more days of quarantine, and then maybe we'll be allowed out. Maybe. It's so weird.
Hi.
We are currently waiting in line to get a rapid COVID test because we just found out that we have about 5 family members who tested positive for COVID. So we haven't been around the family members who have tested positive since about 5 days ago. But Malia has a runny nose, and I got a runny nose this morning. So it's very possible that we all got some sort of contraction.
Wait, you have a runny nose? Touch it, you will look funny without it.
Does anyone else think that that's funny?
It's a COVID joke.
I don't think that's a COVID joke. Anyhow, we haven't been around the family that was that tested positive since Thursday when we left Grandma and Grandpa's house. So it's been Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today is Monday. So it's been 5 days since we were around anybody that has since tested positive, which means we could very well have been in an incubation period, but they may have been exposed after we left. So we're just gonna test to be on the safe side. Yeah?
Yeah.
Tomorrow we go back to school, so let's hope we're not positive. Makeshift testing shelters set up. We can just drive through. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So yesterday, Malia tested positive for COVID. So I have symptoms and Malia's already tested positive, so we're pretty sure that both of us are positive, even though mine came up negative. Our nurse said, probably because I have symptoms, the next one will come up positive. So we had 2 different tests. One of them was a PCR test that we did first, but the results for that one won't be back for 2 to 3 days. So we contacted the school nurse, since I work at the school, and she tested us all with a rapid test. Malia's was positive, but since we have the same symptoms, she assumed that my test would also be positive. It just hasn't showed up on the test yet. So Malia and I are quarantining in the kids' room. We've not left this room since we got up this morning. And now we only have, what, 5 more days of this? We're gonna go insane, right?
I'm already insane.
That's true. You did start insane. It's gonna get worse though. So, there's my quarantine buddy. Perfectly happy, sitting on her Kindle, watching her videos and playing her games. Happy as a clam over there, while I'm sitting over here, bored out of my mind. I was freezing, so now I have my electric blanket over here with my other blanket that keeps me super warm usually, but I'm just sitting over here freezing for no apparent reason. Malia's not been cold all day, so I don't understand that.
I've been hot all day.
I might have a fever if I've been freezing all day and you're not. So there's that. Okay, so this is what really happened. Yesterday, we found out we have a few family members from over Christmas who tested positive for COVID. They ended up getting sick after we left. So we thought, well, we're probably in the clear, but we're gonna go get tested because Malia has a sore throat. So we decided to go get tested. I had a little bit of a runny nose, but I wasn't worried about it. I don't feel sick or anything. So we decided to go get a COVID test just because we knew that we had been around other people who had tested positive for COVID, but we didn't think that it was gonna be positive. So we go get our COVID test, find out after we get our noses swiped that that was actually the PCR test, which is gonna take 2 to 3 days to get the results from that. And since Dad works in healthcare, we wanted to get him tested right away so he could get back to work because he left work for the test. So we go to the school nurse, since I work at the school, and she happily tested us, even from her own house. She was amazing. We went over to her house, she came outside, she tested all of us out in her front yard. Turns out Malia tested positive for COVID on our rapid tests. And since Malia's positive and I also have symptoms, Malia and I decided that we would quarantine in this room together, hoping that we could keep it contained to just Malia and I, and the boys could all escape our horrible predicament. So today was our first full day in our quarantine room, just the kids' room. It's 7:57 p.m. We've been in here since we woke up, well, since we went to bed last night. We've only come out of this room to go potty, and that's it. I guess we did the 24 hours staying in your room challenge. Does that mean we can get out now?
Yeah.
Does it mean we can get out in the morning? No, actually it doesn't. We have to stay in here all week if we're gonna keep the boys from getting sick. We call Daddy, and he brings us room service.
Yeah.
Or Jackson has brought us room service. I think Jordan sent Malia a piece of candy under the door. So they're taking care of us from out there, but we're staying in here to take care of them. So I guess we have it worse than them.
Yeah, we have room service like this. It's an Alexa.
Nice. So Malia can record a message on her Kindle and it plays right on the TV.
And then that message that she records will play directly on the TV that Dad is watching, so he can hear all of the obnoxious messages that Malia's like, give me some lemonade. I want some grapes. I'm hungry. So Dad's been a good sport, though. He's taking good care of us. I have actually been feeling worse and worse and worse as the day goes on. So I'm not very happy with this.
Better and better and better.
Malia is feeling better already. I think she's probably almost over it, but I'm just getting it. So I'm imagining that when our PCR tests come back, even though my rapid test was negative, my PCR test will be positive, which is why I'm quarantining with Malia, because I already had symptoms. And she was positive, so I assumed that I had it too. So that's our day. Go back to, you know, doing what you're doing there. I'll see you at bedtime. Somebody has moved into my space. She brought her Kindle. Now she's laying next to me instead of laying in her own space. So I guess if there was any chance at all that my test was going to be negative, not anymore. No, I don't think there's any chance because I've been sick all day. So I don't think there's any chance that mine's negative if she's positive and we both have symptoms at the same time. So Malia's taken up my space and her space. But Malia, it's time for bed. So,
if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep the channel strong, share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomato. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Poof. I'm bored out of my mind.
But at least we're not very sick.
Yeah.
We will feel fine.
Yeah.
So that's what happened in the video that mysteriously vanished. I don't really know how that happened. Today we have Jordan on the quaranteam because he joined after trying to get his second shot and found out on a rapid test that even though his PCR test was negative, his rapid test was positive. Yay, somehow he got infected. We don't know. Because we have been staying quarantined away from everyone since Monday. So Monday we got our tests. We found out that Malia was positive. So we came home and kept masks on and stayed away from the boys because we both had symptoms, so we stayed away. But then we realized that probably wasn't good enough. So when we went to bed Monday night, we did not come back out of our quarantine room. So it's possible that Jordan got exposed actually on Monday somehow, even though we were trying really hard not to expose anyone. It very likely could have been, I wouldn't say very likely, it could have been the fact that I took my mask off to talk to the camera while we were waiting to get that test done. Could have been something so simple as Malia took her mask off right next to Jordan so that she could actually get her test. It's hard to say what happened. Either way, it appears that Jordan was exposed on Monday because he became positive after the fact. So really, it doesn't matter how Jordan got infected. The fact is, he is now positive. He's part of the quarantine, and we are stuck in these walls together. You know what? I'm glad we all get along and that we have a close relationship because I can think of a few families that probably wouldn't survive having to stay in the same room together for a week. But for now, it's probably time to get some sleep, quarantiners. So,
if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
If you want to keep this channel strong,
Share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomato. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now.
subscribe.